out. So I'm gonna hit the record. There you go. See, what happens is all you see in the recording is gonna be like a bunch of names and still photos. So if you, like I said before, if you are not in a awkward situation right now, turn on your cameras. We want to see you. Hi, Dina. Hello. I'm gonna call you guys out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, we are recording now. You guys are aware that we are recording. So I'm excited to see you guys here tonight. Listen, just to go straight to the point, there are so many ways that we can share Zyia, and I don't want you guys to feel like you can't promote, that you can't sell, that you can make a little bit of extra cash or a lot just because either you don't have the time to do parties because you aren't finding people to tell you yes to parties. So this is something that you can either just pursue it as the way that you share and promote and sell, or as an alternative while you're also doing parties or finding hostesses for parties. Does this make sense? So you can't, what I want is that you don't say, oh, nobody wants to host parties, and then you don't do anything, because you can. It's all about consistency and sharing, talking about the products and what the products do, most importantly, being consistent and talking to people. Like that's really what it is. Talking to people, sharing the products. Like if you guys, and I'm going to show you an example of exactly what I'm talking about. So in my stories on Facebook, I shared, for example, I shared, for example, pictures of the restocks from yesterday. Oh wait, that's not me. Wait, what I'm doing? I have to tap it, sorry. So pictures of restocks, right? Pictures of items, and I ask questions for people to comment, to vote. And I want you to see, guys, that there's people that are commenting, that are viewing. You are able to see who's viewing. Like these ones I posted recently, because when I was having dinner, I quickly, I posted pictures of the restocks. And people are already voting on that one. It is important that you share yourself in the clothes, but also it's really important that you are a resourceful entrepreneur. You have to be resourceful. And by resourceful, I mean, man, I don't have all the clothes. I'm just starting. I don't have all the clothes. I don't have all the items. I personally don't buy everything. Right now, I'm planning to close a party today, and I want to order the brown copper charge, the brown tank that we released the other day, brown, yellow. I don't have it, but I'm still promoting it. I took pictures from other reps that are getting the items, and I'm posting pictures about it. Okay, so you're sharing, point out, like get creative and just post. For example, if you post a picture of some leggings and those leggings have pockets, use the little gifts that stories have, where you can put a little arrow and basically point out that it has pockets. Like I love pockets, outfit of the day. There's tons of stickers. People nowadays are watching more stories. If you look at your newsfeed on Facebook, what's the first thing on the newsfeed? Stories. I only see one post. The majority of the space on Facebook is stories. You can also just continue scrolling on this and you'll see stories of so many people. That's what Facebook is giving priority to. Okay, so use those resources that Facebook is putting. And then once you're doing that, right, so you're sharing yourself in the product, you're sharing other outfits, other items, sharing transformations, like, oh my God, look at that outfit. You can wear it like this, you can wear it like that. And then look at the people that are viewing the stories and start building your lead list from those. Like that's what you're posting to generate leads. You're not posting to tell people how amazing you are, which you are, and you should be telling them that you're amazing. But the whole point of posting is generating leads. So there's different ways to generate leads, but what's most important is what you do with the leads. You can be the top leading generation machine in the world, but if you're not doing anything with those leads, you're not doing anything. Okay, so building that list so that you can connect with people, and you don't have to necessarily like harass people. I know we sometimes have that. Anybody have fear of like connecting with people for fear of maybe sounding salesy or anything like that? Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, because you aren't. You're just gonna connect with those people and say, right, if somebody comments on the leggings with pockets, or somebody says something, acknowledge that comment. Say, hey, do you want to take a look at the activewear that I sell? You may even say at the same time, like, hey, I'm gonna get you that. Would you also be interested, or would you also be open to looking into maybe hosting a party? I'd love to get you some of these clothes for free. That's it. That's our job. It's connecting. So now you start getting parties. If, like I said, you're having a hard time getting parties, it's okay. You're still having a conversation about the product. So it is important that you are consistently sharing. I highly suggest post daily in stories between 3 and 5 times if you're super busy. If not, the more you post, the more you, obviously not 20, 30 things that don't have to do with you and what you do and what you're about, but use stories to share more of those outfits, because people are looking at that. People want to see how the clothes look in different body types. People want to see you guys wearing the clothes. People want to see you being the product of the product. Okay, that's super important. Be consistent with that. If you look at the last 24 hours and you haven't posted anything in stories, don't go to bed tonight without posting something in your stories. Okay, post some outfits, post. There's a feature. I'm gonna assume that you guys don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna share with you different ways. And I did this purposely so I could show you. So, you know, that's a sticker. It has a sticker. So I'll show you how to do this, but you see, there's viewers in the, at the bottom, it shows you who's viewing, who's commenting, who's voting, who's answering questions. For example, here, right here, the post is you ask a question. Which one do you like? This, that, other. Okay, I actually took that from Lindsay. Lindsay, I'm stealing your ideas. Okay, and now here, I just use like stickers. You can add, okay, I always share the restocks. So I started posting different ways. So I didn't just post the restock, but I also share pictures of how the pieces look in other people, right? So here, and now let me show you. Oh, wait, okay. Jesus Christ. I need to figure out how to plug my phone to the computer so we can be a little bit more fancy. But instant tummy tuck. I asked the question, want them, need a tummy tuck. You can add whatever. Love them, I have them already, send me the link. I don't post something like, do you like them? Yes or no. Like, you don't want people telling you no. I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to get people's no's. It's a yes or a yes. All right. It's a yes or send me a link. That's it. I don't want anything else. I don't want to hear any negativity. Okay, look at this one. So in this one, I wrote super soft and comfy, but they look so badass, right? And now at the bottom, I say, love them, want them. See, like, I'm not gonna say yes or no, not no's around here. So just for people to vote. So did you guys see that in some of them, it's me, some of them are, some of you guys maybe, I don't know. So I already have somebody who's, so look, she's commenting on all of them. She's like, oh my God, divino, which is like beautiful. Oh my God, no, what am I doing? Can you guys see my phone? Okay. So she's like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, this one has pockets. So guess who's gonna be getting a message tonight? They're replying. It may be that they're like, oh, I want to check them out. So that's how you showcase some of the items. You can't do that on your newsfeed. When people start paying attention, invite them to your group. If you have a VIP group, invite them. If you are like, oh, I need to book more parties, I want to book parties. I'm not saying don't not to have parties, but I also know that some of you are maybe not wanting to do parties. Or if you're not able, if like everybody's telling you no, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not that you suck, it's not that your business sucks, is that maybe you're not giving people enough reasons why they should book a party. So don't just say, hey, help me and book a party. Just say, dude, you can get all these clothes for free and for half off if you host a party. We share them with your friends. I showcase the items, and these are all the things that you could get. You could get items for free. And so if you show the product, so if somebody starts seeing things and they're like, oh my God, I love all these clothes, but I don't have the budget for all of it, offer them a party. Okay, sometimes people need a little bit more time, need to marinate a little bit more, see more items that they like. And that's why it's important to show more of this. So you guys have to think, who do I want to help? Who is my ideal customer? Yes, obviously we will sell to anybody, anyone who wants, right? Anyone who wants Zyia, but you want to have at least a prospect person in your mind, so that when you're posting, when you're thinking of how can I solve this person's problems, how can I solve, I suggest the best way to figure out who we help is to think about who has the problems that we used to have before we found Zyia. And that's who you help. That's the person that is going to relate to you, to your journey, to your stories. That's the person that's going to be paying attention to what you're sharing. Does that make sense, you guys? So take a moment right now to think about, okay, who do I help? I want to invite you guys to, maybe if you have pen with you, Shannon, you're driving, so not you. Just just think for a couple of minutes. Who do you help? What's so cool about Zyia leggings? What is the problem? What is that problem that not just the leggings, but that our products solve for that person that is in your shoes and they haven't found Zyia yet? If you want to share it on the chat. Alyssa says, how do you organize your photos so you gram them easily? I'll answer this one in a minute, Alyssa, so you guys don't get distracted. Just give it a little bit of thought and share in the chat if you want to share. Oh, I love it. Well, Lisa, I love it. What I would just like make it an affirmation. I help, I help people. I help, I don't know if you want to be even more specific, I help women who, I help women or I help people to love themselves, to feel more confident, to, you know, whatever, but turn it into like, not like a hope strategy, but like as an affirmation. Like it's already happening. I help people be more confident. So if you guys still need a little bit more time, that's okay. Keep writing. But just to give you more ideas, think of it in that way, so that when you're talking about the products, when you're sharing, you talk with like with confidence, that you're saying, I want to help you. This clothes will help you feel more confident. This clothes will help you this does that make sense? Like more in a more assertive, I think is the word, in a more reassuring word, that's what you do. Showing the outfits is great. Look, at the end of the day, Zyia is not a need, Zyia is a want. Zyia is a product that people buy because they want it, not necessarily because they need it. Obviously, like to me, it's like, oh no, you need these leggings. Like you need light and tights. Like you're gonna love them. But at the end of the day, people buy because they just want something new. They want to wear something cool, right? This is not like a medicine or something like that. For the most part, a lot of products in our industry are want. So people buy them because they saw the product and it looks awesome. And we have the cool feature about Zyia is that it is a product that is seen. I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before, but if we were like a supplement, a drink or a cream or something, like, it's something that you have to showcase the product. You have to show results, right? In the same way. But us, we get to wear the product. So we don't even have to go too crazy showcasing transformation results. So you don't have to wait until you have a transformation. You don't have to wait until your wrinkles are gone to share the product with confidence. And even then, people who are in those supplement or in consumable product industries, they show the results of other people. They don't have to only show theirs. So the cool thing that about ours is that we wear it, we show products, people wearing the products, and we just get it. It's a matter of somebody seeing something that they love and they say, oh, I like that. Oh, I love that color. I don't have anything in that color. I want that. So that's super important. But you guys, we can show the goods all day long, but we have to talk to people. What's up, Leo? So make it a point to have conversations with people every day. Okay, make it a point to have conversations with people every day when you sit down. And I don't know if you guys have our Power Hour tracker, which I created it with the intention of putting us in activity, even if we don't have any parties, even if we don't, like, this is what's gonna help us build that momentum right now. I mean, you don't have to do this right now, but if you go on our team page, you will find the Power Hour tracker. Print many copies, or you can take one of these and put it in like a plastic cover, in a plastic little binder folder, and use dry erase marker. I don't know, but print them. Look, the Power Hour tracker, it's meant to give you guidance of what to do every single day. So if you're posting, you're generating leads. Every picture that you post on your wall, if people are liking, if people are commenting, if people are answering questions that you're asking, and when I say a lead generation post, it could be something as simple as, like yesterday, I posted one. I don't know if you guys saw it in the team chat that I shared, that I posted. What is something a lot of people like, but you can't stand, right? That post got 135 comments. That is a lead generation. It has nothing to do with Zyia. It also doesn't mean that I'm going to message them and I'm going to say, hey, buy Zyia right now. But now I have a name. Now I have somebody that I can connect with, somebody that I can add to my list, and I can start connecting with them and pop the question, hey, I see that you're going to the gym lately. Are you looking for new clothes? Are you looking, would you be open to taking a look at my activewear? I don't know if you noticed that I'm selling activewear. Oh my God, girl, it's amazing. You're gonna love it. Would you be open to looking at it? Can I send you some pictures? Like, don't be weird. Don't be weird about it. Simply, you gotta offer the goods. If you're not gonna do parties, you can't just sit there, right? We can't just sit here and wait for people to come to us. We want to ask people if they're interested. So I don't know about this, but when you guys go to a restaurant, usually, right, we eat, and then when it's time for dessert, do you purposely call the waiter to ask for dessert? Or, like, think about it, the last time you went out to eat, did you call, like, come here, we need dessert? Or the waiter came and said, what would you like for dessert? Would you like this? And you're like, yeah, you know what? I'll have dessert. Right? Like, whenever we order this, unless it's a place where we go and like we really like, I don't know, like a place that has like a really good dessert and we're going because of the dessert, usually we don't go out of our way. Like, we don't call the waiter to ask specifically for the dessert. So this is more or less how it applies. You may not get people, you may be in people's minds, they're like, oh my God, I have to message Tara to ask her about those leopard leggings, they were so cute, and then they got busy and they didn't. But if you message them and you say, hey, I've been thinking about you, I don't know if this is for you, but would you be open to looking at the activewear that I sell? It's so good, I think you're gonna love it, let me know. And if not, it's totally okay. Just ask the question. Tara, I totally thought you cut your hair super short. I'm like, wow, you cut your hair, looks good. I thought it was like a little short, like a little, like, wow. Is this making sense, you guys? So what do you have to do? You have to put this in 10x it. Put this and put it to work and 10x it. If you do this a lot and you start writing names and you start connecting with people, if you look at your calendar, if you look at what you've done today, if you look at what you've done yesterday, and you look at and you think, man, I haven't had a conversation with anybody other than my team, you're not working your business. That is not an income activity, an income producing activity for you. If you are on this call, unless you joined by accident, you joined this call because you saw the picture about how to sell. So I know that if you're watching this, it's because you want to sell more. You want to make more money with Zyia. You won't be able to make more money if you're not following through with the steps, which is sharing and connecting with people. You have to ask. You have to ask. Don't feel bad about asking. Listen, there are many people out there that are not feeling confident about the way they look. I'll tell you a fun fact, which is not really that fun, but I didn't know this, but since COVID, airplanes had to change the way that the numbers of how much fuel they can put on the plane, how much the weight that because the average weight of an average person increased. What does that mean? That during COVID, majority of people gain weight, and now that's reflected in how the numbers and the percentages there. And I don't know the technical words for you. If you do, I'm sorry, but that's not my area of expertise. But I do know that all of that had to change because, and the point that I wanted to make is like, people have gained weight. People, their clothes maybe don't fit. Maybe they're trying to lose weight and they need new activewear, they need new sizes. They need something new. They need something that boosts their confidence because they don't feel good about the way their clothes fit right now. So share about that. Like even acknowledge it, like, hey, you know what? Maybe it fits you. Like, you know what? I feel like I put on some pounds, but you know what? I put on these clothes and I feel good. I feel like like personalize it to you, share your story if that's you. But you have to be consistent. So it's not just about knowing what to posting, but also being consistent and talking to people. Okay. So let me see the fun. I need to work on communicating. I need higher waisted leggings to save me. Exactly. I know. Who needs a tummy tuck? Who needs an affordable tummy tuck? So the communicating, what do you mean? What do you mean fun in communicating? Like what to say, how to have a conversation? Because we can totally talk about that. I can help you. So I'll tell you what, in terms of the communication, well, I think you're gonna type how to bring it up. Okay, cool. So simply bring it up. Like just ask, hey, by the way, or maybe we're talking, right? Like let's say I'm like, Alyssa, hey, how are you? I'll tell you what, if it's somebody that I know, I don't mind if they compliment my kids, if they compliment something, like I don't mind that. But if it's somebody that I don't know and they message me and they're like, oh, hi, your kids are so cute. I'm like, whoa, where is this going? Like I already get suspicious. So I much rather get a message that says, hey, I see what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I have this product that I want to offer you. Or like, hey, I saw this line of makeup. We don't know each other, but I wanted to share it with you. Or, hey, we address. So I call it addressing the elephant in the room. Like it's awkward. And you can even say, hey, I know this is super awkward. You don't have to tell me yes, but I'm looking for hostesses for parties. The benefit of having a party is that you can get all these awesome clothes for free, for half off. Would you be interested? And if it's not, it's okay. It's no big deal. Like address the elephant in the room. So I would, if it's somebody that I'm cold messaging, somebody that I really don't know, I would say, hey, we don't know each other. I know we don't know each other. If it's somebody that I haven't talked to in a long time, hey, dude, we haven't talked in a long time. I was just here going through my calendar. I'm looking to book some parties, help some people get some cool clothes. Would you be interested in being a party hostess for me? And then tell them what's the benefit to them. So address like, hey, I don't know, I know, or maybe somebody that you were following up with, and just say, hey, I don't know, we left things off without deciding if you wanted to do a party or not. Is this something that you want to do or not right now? Like just address the elephant in the room so that it doesn't feel awkward. Do you recommend posting on the news feed? the same content you use for stories. I wouldn't, Tanya, use your profile. Actually, on Instagram, what I would suggest is maybe using like carousel if you want to share product. But I think your newsfeed, I would make it more personal. Like it's a picture of you and you're telling something. You're maybe telling something about your journey, how you feel, and things like that. Like I won't post, maybe sporadically, I would post something, but the newsfeed doesn't like collages. The newsfeed doesn't like pictures with a lot of words. The newsfeed, you can't see who sees the posts. Does that make sense? So it's hard, but in the stories you can see, and if you post, let's say 10 pictures of outfits or 5, you can even see who continued sliding, or you can see who saw 1 or 2 and then left the stories. They're like, this is crap, I don't want to see all this stuff. I don't think they're gonna say crap, but they're like, oh, I'm not interested, and they can just slide and look at somebody else's post. The newsfeed, make it more personal and make it a point to post at least once a day on your newsfeed. It could be a quote, remember this, and let me see if I can remember them on the fly. But people come to social media for 5 different things. Is it 5? To be inspired, to be educated, like to learn something, to be entertained, and to connect with others, right? I feel like I'm missing one. So to be entertained, to connect with others, to be inspired, and to learn something. So like think about it. If you did one post, like Monday is going to be this, Tuesday is going to be this, Wednesday, like I'm going to teach something, I'm going to share something inspiring, and anything else you do after that. But I wouldn't, so all of that to say, I wouldn't post everything that I post on stories. I wouldn't put it on my newsfeed. Stories allows you to be a little bit more product, like more product dripping. Your newsfeed, now in your newsfeed, if you use words like sell, like buy, free, giveaway, like all that stuff, Facebook kind of like doesn't show it to people. And then you think, oh, nobody's looking, nobody's seeing my post. Is because they're not showing it to people. And if you guys want more of your content to be seen, make time to engage in other people's posts. So I tell you, if we're all friends and let's say nobody's seeing my post, I'm like, you know what? I need more people watching my stuff. I would, before I post, I would go and comment on posts of other people so that they start seeing more of my posts. So my posts get more traction. Social media will reward you for engaging with other people. If you're only a scroller, it affects the performance of your post and your story. So if you're like super active commenting, there's a way, and I always do it by accident. Let me see how, hold on. There is a way to see all the stories. Do you know what I mean? And I do it always by accident, but I can't remember how do I get there. Somebody knows? Oh, no. Oh, I know. Sorry. I do know. Okay. So when you go to Messenger, when you go to your Messenger, I can't see, so wait. You can see everybody's stories. See? You can go there and you can just start clicking. Look, you can go and just go and click and comment and just comment on other people. It's like, especially if you have, as you start building a list, those are the people that you want to cultivate. Like you say, like, man, it would be so cool. Like she would be a great party hostess, but maybe right now they're not paying attention to you. Maybe right now they're not that they're not paying attention, but maybe it's not the right timing for them. Just keep the conversation going with them. Comment on their posts, comment on their stories, like be in their mind. It's a form of follow-up without necessarily being like, are you ready today or what? Like, are we doing this or what? But it's a form of follow-up because you're kind of like dripping and just, you know, letting them know that you're there, that you're checking in. So any ideas? What else? Do you guys have any ideas, things that work for you? Questions? Stories get, yes, stories get archived. And this applies for Instagram and Facebook. And the cool thing is, if you have your Facebook, your Instagram link to Facebook, it'll transfer the post automatically. So you're killing two birds with one shot. And another cool thing is Instagram, I think it's something that you have to ask, like you have to set it up in the settings in Instagram. I would suggest post on Instagram, let it save on your camera roll, and then post it on Facebook. If it posts automatically, it's fine. But usually it's better if it's organic, like it came directly from your phone and not from another platform. Like social media prefers that. So if you have the time, post, do all your designs and all your thing on Instagram, and then let it save on your phone and then repost them on your Facebook. Just a little tip. Anybody has questions, ideas? Dímelo. Anyone? Another idea? What you guys think? When you're looking at the stories, this Facebook also tells you who's active. So when you click on active, it gives you a list of all the people that are active on Facebook right now. It has a little green dot. So you can go directly and be like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in a while, and just chat, just connect, like go see what's going on every single day. If you make those connections every single day, you're never going to run out of people to talk to. And it's also important to be adding more people daily or regularly, adding people from like past party attendees, adding people that are maybe connected to a product or something that you like. Like, I'll give you an example. If you like, oh, okay. So let's say you want to have some local party hostesses. Who are local people that you can connect with? Where would you find them? Your local restaurants. Go see who follows the pages of local restaurants, of local businesses, and send friend requests in those local areas. The same on Instagram. Is there, let's say there's a small coffee shop at the, 3 corners away from your house, 3 blocks away from your house, and that's the type of people, or gyms, like the local gyms, the local dance studios, the local I don't know, whatever type of business, small boutiques, whatever. Go to those businesses and look at the people that follow, the people that comment, and send friend requests. A lot of people will accept. You have to grow your network. You get to a point where you have nobody to talk to. You have to find more people. You have to connect with more people. Expand your network. Facebook allows you to have 5,000 people. You will get some people that don't accept the friend request. You will get some people that may message you and say, do I know you? Simple. Just say, oh, Facebook suggested that we became friends. I think we live nearby. If they say no, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You just like, oh, sorry, never mind, bye. It's not the end of the world. But you have to grow your network. If you feel like I've talked to everybody, Nobody in my circle is paying attention. You need new people. You don't need to quit. You need new people. You need more people in your circle. So that's how you do it. And another important way to connect with people daily, birthday messages. Sending birthday messages to people. Facebook tells you whose birthday it is. So you get whose birthday it is every day. So you can just send a quick birthday message. And I always like to end it with just basically asking like if they have any fun plans. I know some reps send birthday cards, like a birthday, like, hey, this is a gift. I normally don't. When I've sent it, I've gotten some positive response, like delayed, like a week later, somebody will be like, oh, can I use my birthday gift card? I'm like, oh, I forgot I sent you that. Sure. You can say, hey, this month you can, here's a $5 gift off of my activewear shop, just as a gift. Some people will appreciate it, use it. Some people will be like, thanks. And that's it. You can follow up. See that, like, now you have all these conversations. So you have to think that your job is not to sit here and wait for people to come to you, because that's not how it's going to happen for the most part, unless you're like Kim Kardashian. Like, people want what you have because you're Kim Kardashian, but I am not Kim Kardashian. I am not like Britney Spears. Like, I can't sell things like this. If I want to sell things, I actually have to reach out to people, and it works. So I want to invite you guys from today to the end of the month. Can you increase the activity that you put in daily? Can you reach out to a few more people? Who can you reach out to? So let's come up with a plan. So let's say you haven't been posting in stories. So commit today that you're going to be posting in stories at least X amount. What works for you? Is it 3 posts? Is it 5? You can always go to the Zyia marketing group and take outfits from there and post them. Think things that are in stock, things that just released, things that you love, outfits that you wear and you're like, man, I feel like I'm making $1 million, and you share with people. Yes, it is time for that. Yes, no time to quit. No, it's time to grow our network. It's time to add new people. It's time to talk to different people, new people. So I want you guys to, and then start inviting the people that are that are viewing your stories. Okay, so what of all the things that we talked about today, what is the one thing that you haven't been doing? Or maybe 2 things that you haven't been doing, and can you implement that this week so that you start getting more traction, more activity? All of this, build those lists. I love building a list, and then I take a highlighter. I have a highlighter in like every corner of this house. And I love highlighting when that person either becomes a customer or a party hostess or a rep. I love like highlighting it because I feel like a win. And seeing the yellow makes me super happy. It makes me feel like, okay, I see progress. Okay, so super important. You don't need the highlighter, but just that technique. But make sure that you're writing down, taking notes of the people that you see that are always liking your posts. Like, be mindful of that. Who's always liking your posts? Who's always commenting? I'll tell you something. I guarantee you they want something, but they haven't bought anything because you haven't popped the question. You haven't asked them if they want to take a look. You haven't asked them if they want you to help them with sizing. So focus on that this week. Be intentional about the time that you're putting into social media. If you're spending your time just looking at what other people are doing and you're not doing, we gotta stop that. We're gonna start putting time into really being intentional about the activities. And I tell you guys, you are going to see tremendous results in the months to come. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. I'm here if you guys need ideas. If you need any help, feel free to reach out. We have the tank top challenge is still going until the end of the month. And what else? We also, if you feel like you want to connect, you want to be in like a little bit of a bigger community, created a chat for the team in WhatsApp. If you're not in there and you want to get in there, let me know, send me a message, or check the team page. If you look for WhatsApp, search the word WhatsApp. Oh, actually, it's in the announcements. You can request to join the chat. That chat is going to be for you, for your team, for resources, for asking questions, and a way to communicate. So with that, thank you, girls. Bye. Have a great night. Good to see you. I will share the recording if anybody needs it. I think this is worth sharing. What do you guys think? Good. Hope this was helpful. Bye, guys. I can't
Thanks,
wait.
Paula. Bye.
Bye. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Bye.